What's up, Roulette Fools? Brent with AOB on our 10K challenge video. We're going to get right into it here. You see, I already have a bet on black. We're going to do outside bets today. All right. So, and I'll pull up our balance here in a second. So you can see the history down here. We're going to start off with that until we get kind of underway. The way I'm going to play this again is we're going to pick whatever we're on, and I'm starting on black. And if we lose twice in a row, right? Because we're going to martingale, which means we only need one win to recover. If we lose twice in a row, we'll pick another outside 1-to-1 bet that has hit twice in a row, and we'll bet the opposite. So if there were two odds, we'll bet even. Two lows, we'll bet high. You get it. So that's how we're going to play it. And we are going to super martingale, which means we are going to double our bet plus one base unit. In this case, our base unit is 10 cents. So we're going to double it plus add 10 cents. We lose that one, we double it, add 10 cents. We're only ever adding 10 cents. And highly unusual right now, we are winning on black. So we're doing very, very well. So let's keep it going. Okay, let's talk about where we're at. Let me pull up the sheet and see how well we're doing right here. So you can see we left off with a balance of 122.36. That's where we started today. We are going to go for right around 3 to 5%. So there's a red. So we're going to double plus add one unit. My cat is jumping on the table. I don't know if you guys saw it. Anyway. So we're going to double plus add one unit. We're going for 10%, or excuse me, 3 to 5%. The easiest way we're going to calculate is take 10% of 122, right? So that's roughly 12 bucks. Half of that is $6. So we're going anywhere between $4 to $6 will be our kind of our target goal. So we lost two in a row there. You can see, and we're not going to stay on the same color, right? Because we lost two. So, but we have two odds here. So we're going to go even. I'm going to rebet, pull it over here to even, double it, plus add one unit. I got to remember to hurry up because we are on a speed roulette table on raised. If you're just joining us, haven't seen everything that's been going on this last week, I am exclusively playing on raised. They've been a fantastic casino to me. There we go. We just went even. Now we look for a different two set. So we have low, 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 low. So we're going to go high. We don't stay on this one anymore. That's just my initial one. I'm always going to start on black because, well, you know, all on black. So anyway, they have all the Evo Prague tables, everything. Been super, super happy. They have a great leaderboard that has a lower barrier to entry. So if you get in there right now, I'm in first place. So that should tell you something. I'm in first place. It ends today. So I'm excited. It's a $15,000 prize, but I'm not going to wager anymore. Okay, what do we have? We have two evens. I'm going to go odd. Here we go. We're going in for odd. We have two evens, 10 and 24. We're going to go for odd. Anyway, so we left off at 122. 10% roughly is $12. 5% would be $6. So we're going to go for $4 to $6. You can see the timer up here. We're going to try to keep this right around 15 minutes if we can. But we're going to play this right. All right, so we have two highs. We're going to go low, 1 to 18. I got to remember, this is a speed roulette table. I wanted as many spins as I could get during our sessions, but I got to get it in my head and have a spider just like slowly descending from the ceiling right by me. So I just saw this thing coming down. I don't kill spiders. They're fantastic for our environment. They're fantastic for your house, actually. They take care of a lot of pesky insects in your house. So if it's a big spider, sometimes we'll we normally catch and release outside if it's not freezing. But oftentimes I'll do a witness relocation program right here in our house, and I'll take them and put them in the utility room or somewhere else because they really are amazing little creatures. So if you go around just killing them, you should rethink it. All right, we're getting on a bum kick. So that was two losses in a row. You can see we have a black, red, even, odd. So we have nothing to bet on right now. So we're going to sit out right now until we have something to bet on because we have an even, odd, two highs, a red and a black. So, and we're not going to stay on low, even if this were to hit low. And Then I'll rebet martingale, add 1 unit, and on whatever's next. So let's see where it goes. All right, 30. Look at this. So we have red, black, red, high, 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 even, odd, even. So we got to sit out again. Normally, this is pretty much the only strategy I don't mind sitting out on, because you have those 3 separate outside 1-to-1 even money bets that you can wait for. And generally speaking, it doesn't take very many spins for at least one of those to hit twice in a row so that you can bet the opposite. Okay, so this is what, all right. Unbelievable. Look at, if we had been staying on low, we'd been getting our bum kicked right now. So we still can't go. We still can't go. Odd, even, odd, high, 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 red, black, red, black. So at least we're sitting out all the chops. You can see I'm just keeping an eye on this, on Charlotte's Web here. All right, let's keep going. So we're going for 3 to 5 today. And let's see if we can get there. Yeah, a 0. We sat out at the right time. So hopefully when we run in here, we don't get hit with some other run, but we're waiting for 2 of the opposite, or 2 of something in a row. So if it hits another odd, if it hits another black right now, I just count 0 as not even happening. So if we hit another odd or we hit another black right here, we are going to be able to go in on the opposite of that. Let's see what we hit. No, 30. It's an even. So, wow, what a chop. It is not only chopping red and black, it's chopping even and odds. I'm more just fascinated watching this now. So, this is why I say, anyway, anything can happen here. Anything can happen. And if you play long enough of a session, the thing that you think can never happen will eventually happen to you. All right, we got 2 reds, we got 2 evens. We are going in at black, so I'm going to rebet, drag this over to black, double it, add 1 unit. Here we go. We could have gone odd. We're choosing to go black because, yeah, well, that's our channel name. So let's go. So yeah, we got a great partnership with Raise going on. If you're not an affiliate, check out the benefits on our live streams. Affiliates get rewards every single live stream. We're doing giveaways that are substantial for our affiliates. Okay, we're going a second time and going in. Now he decides not to chop. We have a leaderboard on our website, a paid leaderboard, graciously funded by Raised, as well as our giveaways. The nice thing now about the giveaways and leaderboards being funded, it's not dependent on how I do, right? In the past, if I had a really bad session, we wouldn't do giveaways. Although I'd like to think that was pretty rare. Even when I was down, we were doing giveaways. Oh my gosh. All right. This punk, we're going to go low. We're going to rebet. Now he decides to go on it. We're going to double it and add a unit because it hit 2 highs there. And so we're going to go, but it hit an even and an odd. So we didn't have an opportunity to go even odd. So this is our only one. We don't stay put. We move after 2 losses. Statistically, doesn't matter. I just like it. And the nice thing about when you have a game plan, when you're going to follow a set pattern or whatnot, boom, there we go. We finally got it. So we look at it. Even, odd, high, low. So we got to go back to black. We're going to go back to black, which I like it now because look, it's had a serious run of red. So we're going to go back to black right now. We're at 9 minutes right here. So I'm hoping to keep this right in the neighborhood of 15 to 20 minutes. And we are going to continue grinding this again, wherever we end up. That's where we're going to stop at 15 to 20 minutes. However, that being said, like I've done in the past, I'm going to accelerate a little bit here. In terms of my bets and progressions, I want you to keep an eye on your progressions. So make sure you pull up a progression chart. We have one available on our website. You can get in our Discord. We have those tools available to you 100% free. Make sure you have enough progressions. I highly recommend if you're going to play outside 1-to-1 bets. Oh my gosh, look at this red run. We just lost 2 in a row. He's got even. We're going to odd. We're going to martingale, add 1 unit. I don't like betting against streaks. I really don't. Not streaks like this. I would be very tempted. And the best way I know how to break this streak is for me to bet on the streak. I bet red now. Me just thinking about red right now is probably going to make it go black. What did I tell you? Me just thinking about it makes it go black. Okay, we are going to double it and add another unit. We're hoping for an odd to come up. There's been 4 evens in a row. So this is just what happens. Anyway, yeah, jump into our live streams. Free giveaway money for AOB affiliates on Raised. And we have a leaderboard. Plus, Raised has their own leaderboard. So you can get on 2 leaderboards at the same time, potentially. No. Come on. I don't remember how many losses that is now, but we're going to stay here. I don't know if that was our second because I'm not paying attention like I should be. All right. We are up to a $3.10 bet. So that's why I'm saying you need to have enough progressions on the outside bet. I don't even like just 10. If I'm going to play outside, I like 14 progressions if you're going to play it through. Okay. Now, if you're going to set a stop limit and go, I'm going to go up to 6, 5, 4 progressions, whatever that is. Oh my God, this guy. All right. We are going to go odd. We can't go odd. He's had 2 red. We're going to go black. Double it plus 1 unit. Let's see if we can get a black. Man, he just went on a red and even run with that smug smile of his. He's doing it on purpose. No, I don't believe, if you know me, I don't believe in dealer targeting. Yes, that's exactly, and when I say dealer targeting, meaning they control. Oh, we're going to go high now, 1 unit high. Okay, because we got 2 lows in a row. We're going to go high. So just make sure on the outside bets, you can always hear horror stories that people say, I've seen red go 20,000 times in a row or odd, or yeah, that's true. Those are fairly rare, but it happens. And even more so, it's not super uncommon as you're looking right here for one color to go or extend a streak easily 8 to 10 on a fairly regular basis. So we're going to double plus add 1 unit. So just think that through. Progressions are life. Okay. Progressions are life. Have enough. So either if you're going to play through, have enough progressions. If you don't have it, or you don't want to play all the way through, set a stop loss. Say, I'm going to go 3 progressions, 4 progressions, 5 progressions. You decide, and then just stop and agree to start over the next time. Phew. All right, we won right there. We've got red, red. I don't want to go red. I'm going to go even because I don't want to go against. He's just tearing up the reds. So we're going to go even right now and see how that works for us. And what else was I was just saying? Oh, yeah. So make sure you have enough progressions on this. Do a stop loss, whatever that means to you, whether that is in your playable balance. You put the amount that you're willing to risk for that session. And if that runs out, you walk away. Man, this guy is streaky. All right, here we go. Another one plus a unit. This would be our second loss if we lose this. All right, so that way you don't have to keep track of your stop limit loss, right? So if you have a balance of 100 and you say, I'm willing to play each session, I'm willing to lose up to 10%, 5%, just put that as your playable balance. That way, when it's gone, you're done and you make a pact. Second thing, I really, as I said before, I really like, there we go. Oh, it's another odd. Dang it. Okay, we've got 2 blacks. We're going to go red. All right, we're going to go red here. Time box your play, right? 15, 20 minutes. I really like the 15, 20 minute range. And it doesn't mean that you have to stop for the rest of the day, but at 15 to 20 minutes, regardless of where you're at. Now, if you're just a couple losses in and you're in the process of recovering, yes, then obviously you can do that. It doesn't have to be exact. Let's see, what do we do here? 2 odds. We're going to 2 lows. We're going to go high. And he's back. He left and he's back. So, set your time box, keep it there, set your daily target. I am still working on a tool, and it's going to be really cool when it comes out. That's going to have multiple fields, and you fill in a certain number of them, and it'll spit out no matter which field you enter in. There we go. Now our only choice right now, because we've got low, high, odd, even, is to go black right now. We got 2 reds. It's going to have a field for your total bankroll. It's going to have a field for what your unit size. It's going to have a field for what strategy to use. It's going to have a field for how long you're willing to play, etc. It's going to have these fields, and it will say you have to at least enter in, let's just say, 3 of the 6 or 5 or 6 fields. No, it's no good. All right, man, look at that red down there. All right, we're going to double. Let's see if we can break this red run. You enter in just a couple of the fields, whatever that minimum number field is, and it will spit out our recommendation. And now it's just a blanket recommendation. There's no way, that would just be what I would recommend you play in terms of the unit size or the strategy based on what else. So I'm going to work really hard on getting that done, and that'll be a form field in our website. Boom, there we go. All right, we got 2 odds, high, low. So we're going to go with even right here. We're at 60 minutes. Let's play to 20 minutes here and call it quits wherever we're at. I might escalate the bet a little bit here because we were looking for $4 to $6 for our 3 to 5%ish, right? So if we can get around, I would love to get around $4, but if we're not there, no sweat. There's nothing wrong with stopping your session at any profit. There's nothing wrong with stopping your session at even, okay? You don't have to be in profit. Okay, we got 2 highs. We're going to go low. We have an odd, even, red, black. So this is our only choice. So there's nothing wrong with stopping your session. There's nothing wrong with stopping your session slightly down. There's nothing wrong with stopping your session at your stop loss. You don't have to get it back. And depending on what strategy you're playing and depending on how you play it, if you're hopefully whatever strategy you're playing, by and large, you're successful, right? 90% of the time, 80, 90% of the time that you're playing it. Okay, what do we got? High, low, red, black, even, odd. We're going to have to sit this one out until we find something. So if that's the case, or even 70% of the time, depending again on what kind of strategy you're going to play, there's nothing wrong with taking a loss, because hopefully if you're playing correctly and the casino gods are with you, you're going to more than make that up over time. If you've seen me do anything, you've seen me chase some losses at times, and then you dig yourself into a really, really deep hole, and now you got a really tough time getting out. Okay, we got 2 lows. We got a red and a black. We can go red. Let's go red. I really want to go high here, but let's go red. He's been hitting reds, but maybe that'll change. So there's nothing wrong with taking a loss. But again, I really love just time boxing your play. 15 minutes, you just stop. If you're 1 penny in profit, that's okay. If you're $1 down, that's okay. Yes. All right. We got probably 2, 3 more spins left in us. All right. Odd. We're going to go even. Here we go. We got a couple spins left in us here, and we're going to call it quits at $3. And I'm not going to actually push the bet today, because when I look at overall, if you look at the Excel here, you see we made $15 in our last session, which was by and far way higher than what we needed to be. So don't feel like you have to push it every time. Look at your overall progress as well. Boom. We just won that one. So we got 2 reds, high, low. So we're going to go black, which I don't want to do black with this guy, but let's go. Let's see if we can get a win out of it. All right. 1 more win, and we're going to call it quits. If we win here, if not, we'll play until we recover and call it quits. But again, time boxing it, super, super important to me. You stay fresh. You don't get exhausted. There's so many benefits to keeping your sessions short. Okay, that's not going to do it. All right. Double. Let's see if we can get out of it on this spin right here. Let's see if we can get out of it and not have to go into deep water. And if you're in profit like this and you're nearing your target, or you're nearing your time box frame, if you decide to do it that way, and you start losing, and let's say you lose, just stop. It's better to walk out right now. We're up $3. If I lose this, we're only losing 30 cents. I'd rather walk away with 270 than risk going deeper into the hole and keep going. There's our red, there's our black. Fortunately, we ended up at $3.30. Let's go ahead and put that into our thing right here. So we're going to go plus that plus 3.3. Okay, so we're at 125.66. And what I'm going to do on this sheet moving forward is I will put the 10% daily, or the 5%, 3 to 5% target range. So we can look over there and you can kind of easily see what it is that we're going for. Okay, that's it today. We're going to continue playing smart. Sometimes, like I said, I might accelerate a little bit with our bets and risk a little bit of the progressions. I just want you to be mindful that I'm doing that on purpose to expedite this a little bit, but by and large, the philosophy and the way you should be playing will be the same. So just be smart about it, okay? All right, that's it for today. Be good humans. Like, subscribe if you would. Help us get our reach out into YouTube and help our channel grow. Also, if you're interested in playing, click the affiliate link in our Discord channel. That gets you on to Raised. Under our umbrella, you're eligible for free giveaways and a leaderboard and some other perks as well. That's it for today. I'll see you guys next time. Cheers.